Hey friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Veronica, known as Data Geek. Welcome to the channel, and I'm glad you found us. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future tutorials on Python, Power BI, and all things data. In our last video, we cleaned and explored a cartoon customer dataset using Python and Pandas inside Jupyter Notebook. We handled missing values, we created age group column, and we even built some great visualizations. And in today's video, we're going to take that same exact cleaned data set and we're going to dive into Power BI to build an interactive dashboard. We will start by opening up the file in Power BI and end by learning what the data can actually tell us, all through interactive visualizations. We will break down the spending by country, age group, and gender. So if you're ready like I am, grab your cup of coffee and let's open Power BI Desktop. All right, so here I am in Power BI. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and click on Get Data from Other Sources if you're on this window. And if you happen to be on this window, the one behind this pop-up, all you have to do is go to Get Data here on the top left corner, and then you will see a drop-down that shows all of these. Here you're going to go ahead and go to text/CSV because we're going to work with the CSV file. Then we're going to go ahead and connect. And then you will find the file location that your file is located on your computer. Once you find it, click on that dataset, then open. So in this case, we have a CSV file. So usually if you get a CSV file, sometimes you will see this, where it's all in one column. So you have customer ID, comma, name, comma, gender, comma, so all your variables are separated by commas. Now you can go ahead and select delimiter here on top and then put comma, and then go ahead and load, but sometimes it doesn't always work. So we will go ahead and transform data first to see if it actually works. So I'm going to click on transform data, and sure enough, it stayed in one column. So to fix this, go to your home tab here on top left, and then here in the middle where it says split column, click that and you will see a drop down, and then the first one should say by delimiter. So click by delimiter. Then you will see a pop-up window where it says split column by delimiter. Make sure everything is all correct, comma, and then this one here is selected each occurrence of the delimiter, and then double quotation here. So just go ahead and leave it as is if you have it. Otherwise, if it's different, change it to these ones here, and then click OK. Now you will see each variable separated into their own columns. And here on top it says column 1.1 and then column 1.2. We want to push this column here on top. And to do that, again, we have to make sure we're on our home tab. And then here in the middle where it says use first row as headers, click that. And now your first row is now your headers. And then you will see on customer ID here within that little box, you will see ABC. If you click in name column, you'll see ABC. What it's saying is that it's the data type of ABC, which is a text. So each of these are texts. Now age is 1, 2, 3, so age is actually a number. So if you click on that 1, 2, 3, you will see that from here it's a whole number. So just identifying those and making sure those are all correct. Like purchase amount, making sure purchase amount is an actual a 1.2, which is a decimal number. Age group is text. Everything looks great. If you scroll down, do you see any blanks? There's no blanks or anything or no values in our data because we did clean this data set already in Python. You can see that video. I'll put that link in the description below. But if you do see anything odd, you can make sure you're on your home tab, and here in the middle, again, it says remove rows. You can select that and it says remove top rows, or you can remove duplicates, you can remove blanks, you can remove errors. So you can go ahead and do any of that stuff here. But since our data looks nice and clean and ready to go, I will go ahead and click on close and apply on your top left corner. Click that, and again, close and apply. Now Power BI is uploading your data set. And once it's uploaded, it will bring you here to this page where it says build visuals with your data. So this is your actual visualization dashboard that's blank right now. There's nothing in here. And if you go to your left side where it says report and scroll over these little icons, right now you're under report view. But if you click on this little table here, it says table view. You click that, you will now see your data set. But we're going to go back to report view and start building our visualization. See here on your right side, they'll say visuals. This is all your visuals that you'll be able to create just by clicking on any of these. Then you will see data. And under here, under data, there's a little arrow pointing to the data set name. If you expand that, you'll see each of your column names. Now they're all in alphabetical order. They're not in the order as your data set is. All right, so we are ready to go ahead and start creating our dashboard. So the first thing, if you put your cursor over these little icons here under visuals, it gives you the names of each of these visuals. So the third one over, we're going to create a clustered bar chart. So I'm going to click on that, or you can click and drag into this white blank field here, and it drops right in here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select our variables under our data set. So as you can see, there's a y-axis and an x-axis here in the middle under visualizations. So once you clicked and dragged it over, it created these here. So it's asking you what's going to be your x-axis, what's going to be your y-axis. So we're going to do a total purchase by country. So we're going to add country in our y-axis. So click and keep your cursor down to drag into your y-axis and drop it in there. So now we have our y-axis is country, then purchase amount. So again, under your data set, click that variable purchase amount, drag and drop it into x-axis. Now we have already, you can see UK is our top spending customers, and then Canada is our lowest. So within this box, you see that there's little things on the corners. You can put your cursor over it, arrows, you can drag to kind of resize it. Also, you can click within that box, keep your clicker down, and then drag it anywhere you want. I'm going to drag it and drop it here. So the next one I want to do is I want to do an average purchase by age group. And I'm going to do a clustered column chart. And that's actually going to be right next to the one we just created. So make sure this isn't selected. So if you click this, make sure to click outside the box before you select any of these. Otherwise, it will change what you have here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on clustered column chart. And here I'm going to drag and drop here on the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and go under my data and select age group. And I'm going to click and drag under my x-axis. And then purchase amount, click and drag under y-axis. Now here I want to change my, right now it's counting my sum. So if I click under my y-axis where I dragged my purchase amount, there's a little arrow here. If you click that arrow, it shows you a selection. And right now it's selected sum. I want the average. So I'm going to click on average. So now it gives me the average customers by age group. So we have teens as our highest customer, adults, young adults, and senior is our lowest customer. And if you put your cursor over it, it gives you each of these amounts in average. So average of purchase amount. Next, we'll do a visual on gender distribution. So you can select a pie chart or a donut, but I'm going to do a donut. So it's going to be that little circle under your visualizations, and it says donut chart. So I'm going to click that and see how it changed this one. It's because I didn't click outside. So again, I'm going to go ahead and go put that back to cluster and click outside the box. So it's nothing selected. And now I will go ahead and do a donut chart. So donut chart, I'm going to add gender to legend. So under my data, find gender, click and drag and drop under legend. And then under your data, you're going to look for customer ID. So I'm going to click customer ID and drag under values. So now I have my customer IDs by gender. And instead of having the full number and percentage, I want to change it to just show the percentage. So I'm going to go to here under my visuals. You'll see that right now we are under add data to visuals. We're going to go ahead and go to that next one where it says format your visual. Click that. Make sure this donut chart is selected. And then under that, we're going to go to detailed labels. Click that. And under detailed labels, there's options. You can do position. You can put your percentages outside or inside. I'm going to leave them as is, but I want to change this label contents. Click that. And now I want to change this to percent of total. Click that option. Now you can see that the percentages are only showing. And we see that male is our top spenders more than female. I'm going to go back to my add data to visuals, and I'm going to click and drag my pie chart to the middle here. Maybe move this in a little bit. So I'm going to add 2 more visuals here. I'm going to add a slicer to my far left. So a slicer, it looks like a little table with a little filter here. It's kind of like in the middle. So I'm going to click that. And our slicer is going to be age group. So I'm going to go here to age group and put that into fields. And now you can see that when I select adults, only adults appear to show in our visuals, or seniors, teens. And you just click it again to reset. So I'm going to go ahead and make this smaller and drag here to the middle. I want to make a little card showing total sales of everything. So that's where it looks like a little card here. It says 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to drag it here on this side. And then now I want to do purchase amount in fields. Now we see our totals. Now I'm going to bring this down a little bit so I can have room up here for a title. So under your home tab, there is a text box filled here. Click that text box, and now you see a little box here so you can create your text. You can change your font or your size. I'm just going to select any one of these. I'm going to go ahead and do a 54 and bold. I'm going to center it. Now I'm going to go ahead and name it. So it's going to be sales data. And I will go ahead and resize this where it kind of goes in the middle. And then these little 3 dots here on the bottom, click, and this is where you drag it. So I'm going to drag it right here in the middle, kind of center that, and drop it. So now here's our data dashboard visualizations. So you can also change the view, go to the view tab and change the colors if you like. There's more if you drop this down. Say I want to do a dark background, you can do that. If you would like to change the titles of these, you can go here again under visuals, and where it says font your report page, click that and select format your visual. And under general, there's title there. You can turn off your title or on, or you could even rename your title. So say right now it's under sum of purchase amount. I'll get rid of sum. I'll just put purchase amount by country. And you can also change your font, the color, if you want to do yellow, for example. And if you want to change your other titles, simply just go ahead and click on another visual, and it stays within general under title. So you can do it all at one time. And again, you can change that color to yellow. And then I would like to change this one also to make it look all consistent, and change that title to yellow. So that is it. Great job. We've taken the same data set from Python into Power BI and created a clear interactive dashboard. So let me know in the comments which tool you prefer or what you want next. For example, Excel dashboards. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tutorials like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.